New creek, new state. Same bride. She's on the phone. I saw this creek earlier and wanted to get in it, but I had changed my mind because I didn't think anything would be in here. She said, well, let's go, maybe there'll be something. So here we are going, and maybe there's something. It's pretty clean though. So if you're just joining my incredible adventures, this is what I do. Get in creeks and look for anything and everything. All over the, what was that? All over the place. Yeah, this place is Spick and a la Span. She's covered up with multiple layers because mosquitoes love her. This is interesting. This is some kind of record. And it's got a paw print on it. Isn't that the coolest thing? See the paw print? I bet that's the Beatles' White Album. So far nothing of interest other than that record, but I did see over here where the big ticks grow something pretty cool. Okay, maybe it's not so cool. Let's hit rewind on this. She says she sees pieces of bottles, so that's good. Maybe we'll find something. If it's a little creek that's right in the heart of town, what this one kind of is, if it runs through 3 or 4 really nice neighborhoods, then they'll spend time cleaning it up. Unlike the other ones that run through the other parts of town. I'm not seeing any activity. I'm loving this. This would be a good spot for pictures if the bag trees weren't in full bloom. And with them being in full bloom, it's not a good spot for pictures. It's a good spot for spider webs though. She did find this classic 72 pull tab. A rarity. I see a species of crawfish I've never seen before that I should put in my hand, right? What's going under her boot? You got a fast backup camera. You see it?
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome one? I'm with my foot in the front. Oh, come here. I just want to hold you and love you just for a minute. You're so fast. Okay, we'll skip that one. Keep walking. I have indigestion. I had a bunch of garlic in my chicken piñata, which wasn't really good. Okay, we're finally to a piece of a brick, which that's a start. Looking more like sewage up here. Maybe not. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, I changed. My bride headed back next day. Different spot. Somewhere in the middle of this. But I think I got a good spot. I hear water. I'm just not there yet. This is a most serious spiderweb zone. I hear waterfalls. I see water. I just slipped and broke these, so back to the wagon we go. See, if I was smart, I would have went that way. I'm going another route. I saw some deer run down through here earlier, so We'll try this. Maybe it won't fall and roll to the bottom. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it'd be easier to go over there and walk down through the center of everything. No, that was not a good idea. I made it, and I told myself I won't need I won't need the what's the word? A flashlight. Of course, there's a tunnel right there, but I want to go to the edge because hopefully there's a concrete edge where we can go, where everything gets stuck. But of course, the closer I get, the more I want to get in there. And I didn't bring a flashlight. I can always climb the mountain again. That's where we should have popped out with the rocks. Oh yes, I should have brought a flashlight. I bet it is 6 foot deep right there though. So we're gonna go back upstream and start there. Okay, let's do that. This is a neat little creek. There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's all broken into 1,000 pieces. I do have on my lovely waders today. I'm hoping when we get up here there's a wall or something that's stopping everything cool from getting out down, and that's where we can find stuff. I almost didn't wear waders. That wouldn't have been a good idea. I can't see with my glasses on. Oh. There's a brick. See, now I gotta know. Bring it out here in the shallows so we can all enjoy. Maybe. Have to churn it up a little bit. Let's see if there's something on the other side. This one is green with a lot of stuff. It appears to say nothing on that side. I know you can't see, so we'll skip that. Nothing on either side. I'm surprised I haven't seen any big fish in here. But I have not yet. It is almost waist deep, but pretty clear. I'll be able to see an alligator from a good distance. Okay, there's some bigger fish. Picked up a piece of copper. I was hoping to get in a zone with the old. So far it hasn't happened. Pretty substantial bed for something, but I want to look at this. This is a copper lid. So now you ask yourself, does it go with that? It doesn't, but we shall harvest. Maybe it says something, we'll find out later. There is a lot of broken white pottery everywhere. So we're getting closer to where we need to be, I think. Let's take a test sample of pottery. Never mind, it doesn't say anything. Another test sample. Doesn't say anything, but I want to look at it. That's a good sign. Now it's looking a lot better. There's all the old glass, broken everywhere. This is a real good sign. There's a piece of copper that goes with us. That's a piece of rubber. It is a handle to something. We will harvest that. Maybe it says something when we look at it later. I think I found the old dump. Finally. The older part. Some white, some thick glass. Really good sign. Okay, we're getting in there. I'm getting a little more excited. What is that glass thing right there? Even closer. Closer. What is that? That's just steel. Or it's a silencer off of 22. Here's a jar seal, a piece of, oh, there it is right there. Look. Chicago, Illinois. It's broken, but it's a good start to let us see if we're heading in the right direction. So you need this washed off, and you go up here, and you just take that piece out so you can read it. The John Pool Product, Chicago, Illinois. We're in the zone, y'all. Okay, I was gonna show everybody where I was because I didn't think I'd ever be back, but I'm sorry I can't do that now. But this whole thing, the whole stretch from about here to about 1.5 miles up is the dump. The entire thing. Never been touched since it was buried. MasterCard. Debit. We're working our way up a little more. I like these waders, but every time I wear them I have to re-glue the toes on because no bottles, but there's a brick. There's a piece of the bottle. Let's see if this brick says something. It's fallen off and grown right there. Nothing. All we need is one good one poking out, and that's where we're gonna start the game. Dude, check the location on the video. You'll know exactly where he is. That's why you turn it off. I know right where he is, dude. That's Village Creek. It runs through Inslee. Look at that magnificently gigantor-sized soft shell that I shouldn't have pointed at. Once you point at them, it doesn't matter. All right, let's put an age. Oh, there's not any words you can read. Okay. It's time to get out and adventure. I got a question for you. How is there a hen out here? That is the craziest. I am so far out in the middle of nowhere. No houses, no anything. See, there's always something that hinders my travels. I'm in the middle of the dump, and you can obviously look around and tell it hasn't been dug, but It will be. I've just got to get the final permission. Well, I have permission to come and dig, but what I don't have is permission to bring an excavator and dig. That shouldn't be hard to get since I'm in the middle of probably at least 50 acres surrounded by a city. When I first came in here, I ran deer out, wild buffalo, elk, and a few zebras, and one hen. I'm back now. Here's an old Coke with a name written on the bottom. Here's a antique prosthetic ear. Here's some more crystal. There's no block that's marked. So we're here. I remember that fish. It kept jumping out of the water. Seems like yesterday. It's up to about 86 degrees now, and I got out to walk back to the wagon because I got to drive past another spot that got really deep. Heading back in. I crawled out a most treacherous spot, but it made it worth it. The hard part was climbing out because it was slick mud like this. I'm gonna get down there without sliding all the way down and crashing. I bought 4 new batteries. I'm sorry, 3 batteries that come with a charger. Because my GoPro ones, some of them I've used for years. But over time they swell up and get hot. This is not an advertisement. $30 or so for 3. They only last about 30 minutes a piece. Just gotta share that with you before you make that change. I just saw this brick and I thought that was the flat side. No, it's a doggone magnificent gigantor square and it's got tar all over it. Fables something. We will harvest, but we're going to put this close to the exit since it is the same shaped shallows. I drove upstream about a half a mile and climbed back in once I got past all the thick and thick and thick and deep and deep and deep, and we're back on it, so that's good. These are deer tracks. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wildlife in a bottle dump is pretty cool because they'll actually dig some holes for you to get it started, which expose it to you. And that's what we have around here in some of this area. I want to show you something of interest. I wasn't going to show you, just to secure the area from my own selfishness. But look how tiny these railroad tracks are. You know what they go to? Men like model railroads. Big men like big model railroads. I'm just kidding. These go into mines. Not mimes like, but mimes. Mines. Meanness. I would love to have one little small piece of this, but every bit of it is attached. Except for that one down there. A lot of historians disagree, but Snow White, it was said that Snow White had her own railroad built. And this is what they call a Sherman horseshoe, where when Sherman, maybe not a horseshoe, but that's what Snow White called it, where when Sherman went through Atlanta, he twisted, never mind now, he twisted these so the Snow White and her friends couldn't get back into the mine, or the ears. I don't need a whole one, I just want a piece. That one's gonna stay there for another 100 years. Every piece that seems free has one little piece of iron holding it together. That's a sign for me, but that's an even better sign up there. You ready to see something cool? Y'all ready for this? We will harvest. Where's the one I thought was resting all by itself? This is actually another tip. Why am I doing that? I already broke one. Another tip to where I am. This is actually where Snow White originated. The problem with waders is when you walk through the woods. Check it out. When you walk through the woods, you're afraid to snag them on everything. Now those have wood guts, not not lead like I'm used to seeing. So these may have been in the mine. They're awfully small. They're plastic. I ran and tell your mom about that. I couldn't get back down the creek. The drop was straight, so I grabbed this limb and put it over and hung and swung. Oh yeah, hung and swung. Sounds like a Chinese dish. I am collecting my keepsakes from my journey, putting them in a special spot. Okay, we're back on the trek. Head to another spot. Like I say, piece of the brick. Until I get permission to bring the excavator here and get serious, and it shouldn't be a problem. They're considering it. Then we're not going to be looking for bottles unless they're just laying out here. That's another block. Oh, is that it? That one is broke on one side, so it's a think about block. I have several of that one already. I'm getting to be one of those old men who collect clay bricks, clay blocks. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. This is good because it means we're still at the dump, which continues going. I'm giving y'all some landmarks. There's another giant turtle up there. It's a large slider. We won't get to it in time, but it's so big. He just raised his head up. Where's she? You think turtles are slow? I do too, but that one wasn't. I saw a bunch of glass, I saw a bunch of bricks. A piece of coal. Skin crane. Coke bottles. I wonder if going upstream is getting us in the newer part of the dump. Now we need a giant snapping turtle. That soft shell was huge. Absolutely humongous. This is my favorite part of old creeks and old dumps. Is that somebody did this kind of stuff. Here's a set of plastics. If they had the glass in them, they'd be glasses. They're just plastics. It's getting really, really dark. I probably need to collect my treasures and turn around and head out of here. But we can't yet, there's more glass. And a crazy long piece of copper that we shall harvest after we clean it off a little bit. Where'd it go? More. And then look at all that stuff. This is not a clay brick. It appears to be concrete. So those are really no fun. That's broken. That's a headlight bezel. That's a concrete brick. That's the clay brick. It says nothing. We're still at the dump. Ha! Can't stand it. The unique shape. I've got to flip it. Oh my goodness, I need some help. Battery's camera's about to turn off. This brand spanking new battery is not in me good. It only lasts for about 30 minutes. I mean, I don't talk that long, but oh my goodness. Oh, you kidding me? I should have said something. No, there's holes in the ends. Oh, that's disappointing. I'm looking, I'm panning, looking, panning. One clay. Nothing. That's the finger that feeds me. Here is a slimline canton. I've never seen one. It's probably cut like this. But it's cool, isn't it? If that cleans off, yeah, that was made like that. Awesome. Never seen a slim one like that. That's probably gonna wrap it up. We'll do show and tell in a minute. That was a heck of a climb. I got this, whatever it is. I mean, I know what it is. I just never seen them in plastic before. That Canton brick shard. This Fables brick. And this broken Kentucky block and a bunch of copper. I gotta go have the shower. Thanks for watching my videos.